Welcome. This is Barry Jones from the Angel School, and we're here for our weekly angel reading for February the 18th through the 24th, 2013. And so we'll begin this week's reading, and just to tune in a little bit to the energy for this week. What the archangels were showing me is that we're on the right path for our divine life purpose, and that this week we get an auspicious sign as the numbers 888, which is about a lot of abundance flowing into our lives, and money in particular, so that we'll be supported through our whatever it is that we are doing in our divine life purpose. And so they're just showing me a symbol to really of movement, to really allow yourself to just flow and to flow with things this week, to really just kind of, let your hair down a little bit, really this week is be very good for us to really get connected with our physical bodies, so to make a connection with the physical earth, to really express ourselves, so almost they're showing me a lot of dancing and body movement, and which means that we need the physical act of dancing really gets us in touch with who we are physically, with all the muscles, our organs, really, expressing ourselves in that way. I mean, if you're not a dancer, you don't have to dance, but the idea is to explore yourself in this way, explore your creativity, to really explore the physical aspects of who we are, and to really not be afraid of that, to just let go and really engage ourselves in a very physical way. So whatever it is that is going to come up for us this week, it's going to be very physical. Our interaction with our world and of manifestation. So just really, we'll take that for what it is. I'm sure more about that will come up. But let's take a look at the first card, which is the theme for the week and the archangel that we'll be working with. And this is interesting. So talking about getting physical, clear your space, the Archangel Jophiel. And the card says, get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. So the sense here is that to allow more abundance into our lives, and to also clear our thoughts, because the Archangel Jophiel beautifies our thoughts, and she also can help us in beautifying our thoughts, to beautify our space and our lives, and to bring more of that pure, loving vibration by raising our vibrations and raising our thoughts to a place of unconditional love. So as you look around, and we're talking about getting a little physical this week, and with our bodies and movement, that this movement could clear energy. And so one way we can clear energy is through decluttering. And if you're not even a person who keeps a lot of clutter around, but maybe there's some old files that you need to go through. Maybe there are ideas, or maybe you've been really you've had a lot of things on your mind, and you would need to take some time to relax, maybe start some exercise this week, or go back to your yoga class, or whatever kind of, working at the gym, or whatever it is that you do to free up your mind, to clear your thoughts and kind of declutter in that way. So this can mean even at your business, maybe you need to clear your space, or again, rethink some things. Ask the Archangel Jophiel to help you to, get some inspiration of ideas, to help you to come at this project in a different way, to see it from a loving perspective. Sometimes we get we work, and we kind of keep hammering away at something, even though we're not having any luck or success with it. And sometimes the answer is just backing off and taking a step back, and relaxing, and then coming at it and from a different perspective. I always suggest getting outside. I know the weather may be cold, but it is so refreshing when you get out there and get that fresh air, connect with nature, and to clear our minds. So seems to be about, it could be physical clutter, or rearranging things. I would really look into, since I got so much of physical, need for physical interaction this week, but also mental and emotional clearing. This also could suggest, seeing someone to help you get your, like a physical therapist or a massage therapist or something like this, or have some energy work done, crystals, anything like this that would help to realign your physical body. So also it's about taking care of the physical body. If you've been feeling a little sluggish lately, or you feel like your energy is a little off, you could need a tune-up, an energetic tune-up. So this is a great week then to nurture the body, the physical body, in any way that it needs, and just think about what could be the origin of it. Is it mental, physical, or emotional, or even spiritual? And then proceed to get help for yourself in that way. Now let's take a look at the card. So this is a week of cleaning up and clearing up, whatever that means. That's our theme for this week. And let's take a look at the first card for the week, as we're working with the Archangel Michael. And the first card as our focus for the week, and also has to deal with the beginning of the week, Monday and Tuesday. Okay. And I love this card. It says sense of humor. And Archangel Michael, his message at the bottom of the card says, is a prayer. And the prayer says, "Thank you for helping me to see the humor in this situation so I can lovingly laugh at human nature. I am willing to view my experience in a new light in order to attract love and healing energy." So again, this card is asking us at the beginning of the week, the focus again is to keep it light. Okay? Keep it light. And one of the ways to keep it light and to keep a sense of humor is that, getting physical with your body, whether you go to a dance class or some kind of movement or body work, or helps us, the body, we know all about the endorphins that the body produces when it is active. And so, you begin to feel light at heart. And this is very important, so that this week we are not we're not feeling that stagnation or that heaviness or that serious attitude. You see how it, how the energy kind of like has a, what do you want to call it, a ripple effect. So, you become serious or, rigid if you're not active. And so it affects us on our spiritual levels. And that means we're feeling like we're not hearing God as much, that our guidance is not clear to us. We feel emotionally heavy, or we could feel sometimes in some cases depressed, or just lacking energy, and our thoughts become cluttered and not very clear, not very focused. So all of this, then, this lack of in our lives then begins to create on the physical level a sluggishness, which which creates a sluggishness. It's almost like a stream that just becomes, very polluted with trash or things in it, and then the stream's flow begins to decrease. And so what they're trying to help us to do is to clear the flow, clear your life stream, so that physical manifestation can come through. And keeping a good sense of humor is always a positive thing to do, to stay in that place of loving laughter, and so you can attract love and healing energy to yourself, attract abundance. So let's take a look at the next card. So our focus this week is really to keep it light, bring laughter into your life, bring humor into your life, it helps to raise your vibration and clear your emotional, spiritual, and mental vibration, which will make you feel better physically. But this week we're working at it from the physical level, and this is all to create abundance. It's a form of body feng shui, if you want to look at it that way. And our body needs can assist us in lifting up our vibration. The card for the middle of the week, Wednesday and Thursday, and this is our action. So here the card says, make a commitment. And this has come up even for me in my understanding this week. And the card says, and sorry for the focus here, but the card says, Archangel Michael, the prayer says, Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. Again, let's listen to it again. It says, Archangel Michael, as the angel of courage and confidence, I call upon you to lend me your strength. Allow me to commit to myself, my life, and my divine purpose. Please clearly guide me so I can fully open my heart to every experience. And so, we say making a commitment. And what does that really mean? You're doing what needs to be done, and from the heart. So many times I find that what I learned this week is that the universe will give you steps, and then somehow, for those of you like me, you feel like, well, I'm committed, I'm doing everything I need to do, and what is it that I'm not getting? And I think I discovered for myself that sometimes the universe will give me the steps in a particular order, but because they're divine order, they don't always make sense. And we start to get in there, and our egos get in there and go, but if I do that first, I'm not going to have the money. So maybe I should rearrange the order of the way I'm going to do these things so that it makes sense to you from a human perspective. But trusting the divine and making a commitment to divine is trusting the divine, like literally following in the divine order. That doesn't always, the divine order is almost illogical at times. It's very much more right brain than left brain. It's not, this pattern of first you do this, next you do this. What the steps that they ask us to do, because those steps have hidden blessings unforeseen to us that we cannot imagine. That from that one thing, something could really open up, and the next thing that seems like it should have come before that, it's preparing the way, and only the divine, only God knows how things are going to unfold, and what you and I have to do is just trust. So for those of you who feel that you are already committed, think about this as a form of action. So go back and look at how divine thoughts came to you, those steps that came to you one step at a time, and see, did you try to reorder it for yourself to make a little bit more sense? And if so, go back and ask, what is the next step for me? So go back and ask your God, your guides or your angels to give you the next step. And then from here on forward, proceed with that. Okay, and know that we don't understand or need to understand why the step has been given to us to do next, but we trust. We truly trust. So making a commitment on this level of trust, okay? And so let's take a look. So this for our action for this week, as we're flowing and we're really getting ourselves clear, that as we start to receive the steps for us to take, make a commitment to taking those steps. And always ask Archangel Michael to shore up your strength. Ask Archangel Jophiel to keep your mind clear and filled with beautiful thoughts, and raise your vibration. Both archangels can help with that, so that you can stay in the flow, stay connected to your purpose. And again, as we said last week, loving yourself is really following your soul's truth, following the guidance, because that is the path of love. And so once you walk the path of love and follow it, you are loving yourself, and by doing so, and this is another form of that aspect of commitment that we're talking about. So the trust and trusting in the path of love, and walking that path of love, thereby placing yourself in your soul's truth and in the source of love itself, which is loving you and loving everyone around you in your life. You will find that life and love just flows. And looking at the last card, which is the gift for this week, or the lesson learned, it says spend more time outdoors. And of course, we were just talking about that before. So this comes to really, I see this more as a gift, and I'm finding more and more that I really need to spend a lot of time outside, outdoors. First of all, nature. Our next card is going to be the fairies card, as we do every week, and there's a reason that I included that, because I feel very strongly as we're going through this ascension process, that our physical bodies and our spiritual etheric bodies are going through that ascension process, and our physical Mother Earth is also going through this change, and the divine intelligence of the nature angels, the Fae, as they have corrected me, and they like to be called, they have the tools to nature, the trees, their frequency is already very high, and they have the tools to help us to assimilate all of this new energy. So because I've been going through it too, and I've been doing a lot of work for many years in preparation for this time, and it is still taking a toll on my physical body as well. And so, I get sometimes, mentally and emotionally, all these things are going on because we're going through a metamorphosis. We're going through that process of change. And so, and on all levels from the cellular level up. So we really need to spend time outdoors to keep clear. This whole process really is, we're going through a space clearing in our world, in our own internal world, as well as our outer world, is going through this decluttering. And so we need to spend time out in nature no matter what the season is. Just wrap up really, and get out there and connect with the energy of the earth. Connect with the pure energy that the earth has, a pure healing vibration that will be such a gift to you. And you'll notice that you'll feel so much better, clearer. Emotionally, you'll feel happier when you're inspired by the beauty of nature. So it works for us on so many different levels, which is so much what we need right now. So for the weekend, try to spend time outside with your family and friends, alone as well, connecting in, and really taking all of that energy and breathing that vibration into your beautiful body. And let's look at the last card, which is the sort of final thought outcome. And from the fairies and the fae. And the card says, honoring your feelings. And if we just take a look at this card, the fairy is just sitting there on top of a tree stump, and everything is just flowing. The water behind everything's clear, and it's flowing beautifully. And so as we do that, as we honor our feelings, as I was just speaking about before, as we follow our truth, honor our feelings, nurture them, act upon them with truth and love and faith, we find that things flow for us. We find that we are that we feel like we're more supported. We feel loved and nurtured. And so this week is also, and they're also referring to just, paying attention to your feelings and doing what needs to be done accordingly. Noticing that your feelings are assigned to you. They're like that internal GPS. They let you know when you are not on your path, when they're feeling negative. That means that something is not in alignment with your truth when you feel those negative emotions. And when you feel the positive emotion, it means that you're on the right path. And truly, in truth, we are. We're never not where we need to be. And that's why I use that GPS idea, because the thing is, a GPS, even if you are sort of off track, the GPS, it doesn't matter to the GPS. Wherever you are, it can always recalculate and bring you back to where you need to be. And so if you feel at times that you're not where you need to be, and you start to judge it instead of being compassionate and understanding and looking towards your truth again for the answers, for direction and guidance, you kind of get stuck, and then things become stagnant, and that like clutters up that stream. So be aware that judgment of self and anyone else is like pouring trash into the earth's streams and clogging it up and making it no longer useful and purposeful for yourself and everyone else. And so that connection that we have, just like that stream has a connection, it's for each and every one of us. So whatever we do must be done for the best and highest good. And loving yourself, meaning walking your truth, taking care of yourself, keeping your mood light and filled with your divine essence, and keeping your maintaining your body, physical body, keeping your environment decluttered, keeping the earth's environment decluttered, keeping your mental and emotional and spiritual environment decluttered, not only benefits you, my friend, but it benefits all of us. So in this way, it's why it's so important for us to remember those things I call the Jesus code in scripture, where, it talks about loving God with all our heart, mind, and soul. And the second is like the first, loving thy neighbor as thyself. And what you've done unto the least of them, you've done unto me also. Because the code there, beyond the particular religion, is that we are all connected. We are all the oneness, the wholeness. And that in the truth of the universe is that there is no separation. There is no, labeling and breaking things apart. We are oneness itself. And what we do and how we take care of ourselves can change the world in tremendous ways. Because when you are healthy and positive and things are flowing for you, you become a light, you become a beacon, and you guide others towards home, so to speak, that oneness with God. You guide them, you become a light for them in the world that they can gravitate towards and learn from and begin to be inspired to walk in their truth. And so I'm so thankful for you being here and having the opportunity to share this with you, this information. And we give all thanks and honor to God and the angels for their love and support through these readings. And so I want to just thank everybody for, all the new subscribers and all the new viewers as well. And I hope that you continue to subscribe to us if you haven't subscribed already, so that you can be aware of when any updates or any other kinds of videos are sent out, that you will know that they're there by subscribing to us. And also continue to like, and I love reading your comments, and they're very inspiring, and some of you are doing great work out there. No matter what you're going through, you are still, remember that GPS, all you got to do is focus on your destination, your goal, your soul's truth, and don't waste time getting stuck. Just listen to your guidance, follow the GPS back to the road or the route that you were on. And also just remember that if you're seeking to hear your own guidance, and if you're feeling that you're a little cluttered and not getting your information clearly, please feel free to go to my Facebook page, which is in the description links below, Twitter, and my website, where you can make contact with me for an angel reading, which is on the Angel School, www.theangelschool.com, on the service page of my website. And so I look forward to being able to work with you. And I wish all of you a beautiful and blessed week. Angel blessings, and God bless you.